Hello, I'm DevilboyScooby. You're not my room as a tip, but I don't care. I love it. Seriously, I do. I'm moving back here. It struck me whilst watching the series back. Yes, I actually do that. I accidentally omitted a part where we played Tell No Tales and Bye Bye Blimps for the first time. I will rectify that and upload it when I get home if I can find the footage. But hopefully, it didn't decrease your overall viewing experience. Thank you to anybody who actually watched the full series. I know it went on for quite a while. I did get a few comments about how long it was, and also a few about the length of the Crash series. I just wanted to finally, completely, legitimately complete a Crash game with save states. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this bonus episode. The outro at the very end of the episode was like 5 seconds. The actual recording of that outro was 30 minutes.
Pausing.
No, it's not. No, the preview is paused. I'm not paused. That was Crash 3. You get to show off your new T-shirt. You get to show off your new T-shirt now.
It says, "Let's go drink."
I said show off your T-shirt, not your moves.
I'm trying to show off the T-shirt. It's kind of difficult.
I have a new T-shirt as well, but it was
my
upside
default sitting position. I'll pull the chair. Just shift.
I'm incredibly weak. Did you pull it too far?
No, you trapped my hand between your chair and my chair.
I apologise. You want the comfy chair, even though it's
This is
falling
going off
apart.
track. Maybe we should get
I
back.
don't remember the purpose of this in the first place. That was Crash 3. Thank you for watching.
You don't
if indeed
remember
you
the
did.
purpose, and you're the one who's making me do this.
This is a goodbye, just to prove that we have faces. We have a controller that didn't fit the game we were playing.
Yeah.
Hey, at least the
We totally legitimately did that. We didn't use save
There was
states
no use of the
or-
F keys whatsoever.
No. It was all done on one take.
Ironically, this is probably the most successful Let's Play we've ever done, even though we've only done like 4.
Successful how?
In that it only took 3 sessions.
It's like it all took us
Will
3
you
sessions.
fuck off, Ashley? Sorry.
Okay.
Don't fuck off.
It's ignore him. It's Steam at the bottom of the computer.
Yeah, sorry, fellow sloth.
Yeah.
Now is not the time. I
I
should
don't know
have
whether
quit
that's.
Steam
I don't
and
know whether that's
Skype
a
and all that
comment
shit.
on the difficulty of the game or the length of the game.
Well, Crash 3 was decidedly easier than the others.
I think so. Yes. Oh, maybe it's because we came into
Now
it
I'm
straight from doing 1 and 2.
Yeah.
That probably had a factor. We weren't.
Well, they probably decided that seeing as this game was for kids, they should probably make it mildly completable.
I suppose they still had a few dickish moments.
Yeah, it's like not many people would. I mean, nowadays every gamer worth of salt checks under the stairs and behind you and goes in the complete opposite
Or
direction.
if you're like me playing The Witcher 3, the balcony in the tutorial level,
Yes.
and you jump off of it by
He
accident.
jumped off the balcony in the dream sequence.
And I died! I died within 30 seconds of putting the thing in.
And considering it takes 30
And
seconds at
that's
least to
not a
install.
reference to the dream sequence that he's having. Oh dear.
This should just be a whole nother video in itself.
No, it shouldn't.
Oh, hey, it's my channel. I get to edit it.
Dragging this out to enough parts, people are... If they're not watching
Well, the
it...
first few sessions, the first session, every single part was 5 minutes, except for the when you got lost on Hot Cocoa, which was 14 minutes.
But to be fair, Hot Cocoa is the closest that game comes to an open world, so I can be forgiven for getting lost there.
I think the fact that Crash isn't open world is a saving grace, otherwise nothing would ever get done.
Oh yeah, they go and pull a Banjo-Kazooie on it, and they have a big open world, and there's nothing in it. And then for some reason there's Lego cars, and it's like, no.
Hey, but still, one of my favourite soundtracks is Nuts and Bolts, but I will probably play that at some
That's
point.
the only saving grace of that game.
Yeah, Grant Kirkhope. Congratulations on saving the
Did he
series.
work on it?
Yeah, he did the soundtrack.
Oh, I didn't know whether he was one of the original staff members that got shafted by him.
That's another topic. No, he did.
I know he's working on the ukulele.
Is that ukulele? But
It's the spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie.
oh yes, that thing from Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Well, this has created some purpose. That's the games we can play next.
That's
The
game.
Banjo series after the racing one, which probably won't.
Well, let's
last.
assume it's going to come out on either the PS4 or the Xbox One, and then...
Yeah. Or unless it comes out on Holovision, one of
Yeah.
us has got the chance of getting it. In fact, I probably. But even the original Kazooie Tooie, whatever.
Kazooie.
Well, that was what the names were. They were very
I didn't-
inventive.
Well, until you got to the proposed idea for what was eventually going to become Nuts and Bolts, which was Banjo 3E, which is beyond stupid.
I think even Banjo Tooie is like.
Banjo 2E is clever because it still works. Putting the word E after the word 3.
Ooey, not E.
Well, no, it's Banjo 3E. It was literally that. It wasn't Kazooie sort of thing.
I know, but that is, I don't know. They probably ran out of ideas, and
Well,
it was supposed to be for kids,
that's
so
why
they
they
couldn't
made
do the
Nuts and
Insomniacs.
Bolts.
It's one of those things like, okay, it's more demand. It's like, okay, this is still popular, so let's, for the sake of it, carry on doing it. It's basically what The Simpsons and Family Guy has done. Anyway, on that critical analysis
Yeah.
of current television, which is the most current I will ever get on my
Yeah,
channel.
I feel like this is somewhat out of place on a Banjo Kazooie video, but that's
So saying that this is a Banjo-Kazooie video on a Crash game.
it's become a Banjo Kazooie video.
This has
There's more. If this is all this is the Rings of Power level, then this has become more of a
And the
Banjo
boss fight.
Kazooie. Yeah, this has become more of a Banjo Kazooie / Rareware discussion than it has.
This is how my channel works, though. We'll discuss things off topic and it will become an idea. Or I will fail at gaming, call him for help, and then he'll just become a regular
Oh,
on my
yeah.
channel.
Yeah.
Which was basically how Boulders went. He came over one day, he said, he was like, well, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Do you want to do Rainbow Six? Do you want to play Call of Duty? I was like, well, there's this one level that I'm struggling on Crash 1. It's the Boulders, and he was like, okay.
We'll put a link to in the description, or he will, because it's his channel, but
Yeah, because I'm
basically he went to the toilet, and by the time he'd come back, I had
It's one of
finished
the
the
early
level.
Crash. It's one of the early Crash.
So I
levels.
literally sat down and said, right, I'm just gonna go to the toilet, we'll start recording, and then he comes back and I've done the level, and it's like, well,
And then you struggle to do it after that as well.
yeah. can't-
Anyway, that was so. Basically, what we're saying is, now that you finished this, start all over again at Crash 1.
Like,
And
seriously.
the irony is, we've actually finished this before Part 1 has even been released.
Really? Oh, it's close because you're
Because I'm cleaning up Crash 2 with Joe,
yeah.
which is going thrillingly well.
Still not happy about his chosen pseudonym.
So- that may have been
Better
something to
Lockbox.
do with my idea.
Oh, I know. I had a feeling it was.
His pseudonym's more like, well, YouTube subtitles provided him a pseudonym of Series 2, Episode 03. It's basically, when he goes, and I'm SW3, it thought he said, I'm SO2EO3, and I'm the worst QB. So I'm
What
from
the hell
the
do
new
I come in then?
I don't know, because I didn't pay attention to yours. That's what we'll do one of these days. We'll watch a video, and we'll just overdub it with what YouTube subtitles thinks we said.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, I would need to do the audio separately.
I think if we're going to do a next series, you have to learn how to do Vegas more, Sony Vegas more.
No, I have used Vegas more often. I mean, I used it as early as 2010. My Scooby-Doo poop,
Oh no,
which
it's
is to date
just
my
so I
favourite.
can. It's just so I can make
My most
you
proud
do
video.
things like when
Yes,
you threw the
you
NVIDIA
can't make
in.
me do anything. Joe and I have already worked this out. You can tell me to do things, doesn't mean I will.
It's like when you threw in the whole NVIDIA thing, or what was it, that 5-minute rant on Hatful Boyfriend about how Christmas and time zones work.
What NVIDIA thing?
Where you, for some reason, in one of the Crash 2 episodes, had the N-Gauge.
Oh,
Not
that was
NVIDIA.
Nokia.
Yeah, Nokia.
It's because I went. It's one of those tangents I went off on.
But
My
for
favourite
some
thing is
I was,
still
yeah, I was
Gladstone
watching
Brooks.
that back, and then all of a sudden there's just an N-Gauge in the middle of it. Why is that there?
You actually saw the project file as I was editing it as well. I think you were scrolling through my pictures and you were like, "Why is there an old taco phone on your computer?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "That's the N-Gauge. You know, that the thing that it looked like a taco."
Yeah.
This is basically you finish this series, now just go and watch all these random other Crash videos.
Yeah, about 90% of what we've just been recording won't make it into the final cut, I would hope.
See, that is the genius of me being the overall commander of the President Barusa of this
Fiora.
scheme. Yes, I'm not going to do a signet. I'm not going to do the thing I kind of just did, but I'm not going to do it
I
again,
think there's a big difference between that,
which you did off camera.
yeah, that, and that, so...
He did it, not me.
I don't care. Just going like that, it's like, hi guys.
Do the Queen.
That's
I'll turn
what-
it into the Queen. I.
One does not understand.
Well, she was German. She is German, so. What went wrong with this?
I don't know.
This is supposed to be a goodbye, not a. We're racists! Oh
People
god,
who
I can't
want-
film anything without becoming racist to somebody. Black power and Mexican power and Canadian power and
I think that's the problem.
Kung Fu
We need,
power chicken.
you need more ethnic diversity on your channel.
If you're black, Mexican, transgender, bi, or even female, contact me.
Especially if you're female.
Actually, well, this won't go in, but I may get... If I do a Pokemon video, I've got a guaranteed female. But other than that,
Are you sure?
yes.
Are you sure it's not just a member of the FBI trying to shop you?
If it isn't, then
It'd make
my
for a-
estimations
it'd make
as to
for a
his
very-
Rishida
yeah.
has suddenly plummeted.
It'd make a very interesting first episode of
That's
Pokemon.
catfish. Hi. Well, it's like those endless amounts of random women that add you on Skype or Facebook. That's the downside of putting your Skype username on the internet. Just randomly getting from like Sexy Kitty XXO or whatever.
And then it's a dude.
Yeah.
You just click on it.
That's what Catfish is for, and still people don't learn. I've never even watched it. Last I checked, Catfish was like
Oh, no,
a cartoon.
my sister has like a massive catfish binge every Thursday morning. It's just watching stupid people who shouldn't be on the internet.
That basically describes all of America.
I think we've gone further off tangent now. We've offended race, gender, and the country. So maybe
And sexual orientation. No, we haven't done
we've mentioned it. I
the
don't
dirty
think,
gays. Yeah.
Oh wow. So now that we've essentially sniper rifled every single key demographic,
Of people that didn't watch
yeah,
this channel.
we have basically old yelled our entire audience.
We haven't blasphemed those stupid, idiotic furries yet.
Blasphemed? That's more a religious thing.
No, we haven't even touched on religion. Bible bashing.
Well, I was about to say it's a good job, really.
This
long
is
as
all
it-
going to be either bleeped or cut out.
We just got to make sure we don't say anything about Muslims and be alright.
Yeah, dirty Arabs.
They're technically mutually exclusive.
Oh, you're saying they're technically mutants.
Mutually exclusive. You can be an
You
Arab.
can be an Arabian Muslim.
Yeah, you can also be an Arabian Jew, can't you?
I think you can be an Arabian Christian, an Arabian atheist, or an Arabian knight.
And now I'm thinking of Aladdin.
Crash to Aladdin. Perfect logical progression of this epilogue. Was there an Aladdin video game?
There is one for the Super Nintendo.
Oh.
It's actually made by Disney, and it's actually okay. For its
Unlike
time.
Home Alone, which was made by Bethesda.
Oh yeah.
Did
The
you
Aladdin-
say it was actually okay and it's a Disney game?
Yeah, it was like it was
Kingdom Hearts
a
doesn't
pretty
count.
decent platformer. It was almost like I wouldn't say like Crash's level in terms of difficulty, but
Oh, difficult, right? I was going to say, because Crash is a
Yeah.
unique level of its own, but it's like linear platforming, 2D platforming
I mean,
in 3D.
obviously it's on the Super Nintendo.
Oh,
It's
okay.
all 2-dimensional. Yeah, I mean a bunch of Disney games from that like movie time video games. are actually
Anything that
quite
isn't
good.
Dance Dance Revolution
Well,
is
the-
okay in my books, basically.
Aladdin was quite a good game. The Lion King had quite a good game, despite it being.
Toy Story, Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue, that was a good game. I played
Yeah.
that on Twitch, that was actually
The
fun.
Lion King is notoriously hard as balls though, because there's one level where you're going. It's taking place during the "I Can't Wait to Be King" song. So it's literally.
So
it's got,
there's just
it's
a
got
voice change in the
no,
middle of it.
it's got a SNES version of "I Can't Wait to Be King" playing on a loop. So, you know, that's the background music, and then
8
it's
bits.
the
8-bit line.
it takes the advantage of the fact that Simba's being thrown around by the monkeys. So it's sort of like a puzzle where Simba will jump to one monkey, he'll throw it to another in a sequence, and you have to set the monkeys.
So basically volleyball.
No, it's not like volleyball.
It's not volleyball.
It's not like volleyball. It's like whoopee. It's like a
Whoopee cushion.
no, a Ruby Goldberg machine. I believe it's is it Ruby Goldberg?
I don't know. If it's a clever internet
If
joke,
I started to the first few bars of the song.
Yeah, I know it. I still
So
don't.
that one of those machines that usually accompanies that song.
Right.
I don't know. I have to show it to you, but this is gonna be cut.
That's what she said.
And that's why that entire minute is going to be cut.
He says that, and then it never is. That's his answer to everything. Just cut it.
How long is it?
That's how he got his circumcision.
This is already 14 minutes long. This is 4 minutes.
This is going to be the longest video of the entire series.
This is 2.5 parts, and we want to at least cut this down to about 3 minutes.
He thinks.
Can we just do a clean run of a goodbye, and then you can decide what bullshit of this to leave in that you want? As an outtake filler thing.
Well, this can just be the afterthoughts of the sufferings of two people playing Crash late
it has
on a Saturday night.
It has
when
very
they could have been
little.
going clubbing with nobody in particular, because nobody likes clubbing.
I don't like clubbing.
I don't.
Pointless.
No, I like clubbing people that I don't like, but not.
Bludgeoning.
Yeah. Or blaspheming.
I keep trying to do gestures with my right hand,
But it's
despite the
off
fact
camera.
that it's off camera.
Which is ironic, because I'm the one that never
Right.
makes gestures with my right arm, and yet I'm on the left. We could just do sort of weird, pretend each other's hands are. I don't know. My arm is thin enough to be your arm.
Is it? Suppose so.
It depends what angle.
My
'cause-
arm's hairier than your arm. Or at least the hair is
No,
more
the hairs are more visible.
Well, yeah.
I mean, if I had any patience, I could have probably darkened my arm hairs and stuff.
I've heard of women dyeing their roots and men dyeing their hair when they go grey. I've never heard of it a 20-something dyeing their arm hair so it's more visible on camera.
But it's the amount of times cameras make me look ginger. Or even just the sun. The
I
minute
will
I go
admit,
out in the sun, I look ginger.
Yeah,
I look ginger.
You look ginger here.
I'm not ginger. And I remember meeting somebody's dad for the first time, and he just went, "Oh, you didn't tell me you were friends with a dirty ginge."
Dirty ginge.
I was like,
What the fuck you do?
"Yeah." But then, but then we got in the car, and it was the Snipes, crossing, and he was just calling every other driver a fucking because they were speeding through red lights and stuff, and it's which.
Whilst he was speeding through red lights, or whilst they were?
Whilst they were. Do you know when you think that, you'll beat a red light if you go fast and, accelerate, and then you end up at the red light with that person just haha, you wasted your time. A bit like that. Only every single person I went past, instead of going, haha, he was like, you fucking out the window so that they could hear. And I was just like...
Who's friends with this?
Your dad.
Ah, that explains a lot.
That explains so much. So glad he's too busy, probably, I don't know, fucking a lamppost to catch this video.
I wonder if he has a kid now. I don't love some as a bloody kid.
We do not mention his. No, I know he does. Yeah. No, I think most people on my Facebook feed are either engaged or childed. What's the word? Mothers, parents.
Burdened with devil
Burdened
spawn.
with a lump.
Burdened with devil spawn.
Holding offspring that isn't a CD.
What the fuck? Oh, that was the weirdest stretch for a joke I've ever.
And I've come out with some really crazy shit, so that's a record. But yeah, no, everyone our age is either engaged, bored, deathless, or just given up. Engaged, parents, or given up hope, pretty much.
What do you mean by giving up hope?
Just I'm gonna die alone.
I think I went through that sort of stage, and now I just don't.
You
care.
probably went that 16.
No.
This has just turned so depressing.
Yeah, let's talk about.
Let's go on about those dirty
Oh, I
Arabs again.
just can't wait.
Wait to be king, or emperor, or
No one's
Führer.
saying do this. No
No
one's
one
saying
ain't
be
doing
there. No
Is
one's
one of our
saying
voices
stop
going to
that.
change in the middle of this and be like, like Jeremy
You can
Irons?
try and do a Rowan Atkinson impression if you want.
Nope, you just have to pretend to be a slight male and
Oh no,
Wickham.
it's just because he chimes in as Zazu in the
Well, no,
song.
if you're going to pretend to be Rowan Atkinson, you just go,
Just pretend you're Bean. I think that's insulting to Rowan Atkinson. He's a very intelligent person, and you're making your impression.
no, he's a very intelligent, but the most intelligent people, to be a good comedian, you have to be intelligent.
Mm.
That's why if they ever show up on Celebrity Master Chef, Celebrity
Unless
Mastermind,
your name
they
is
win.
unless your name is Dane Cook, in which case you just talk funny and swear a lot.
A bit like Lee Evans. Or Lee Evans just runs around the stage like he's in a playground.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's not funny, but literally, even with a 2-minute set on like
What's that comedian called? Is it McIntyre?
Jerry
He does that as well. He does that
yeah,
as well.
I was watching Channel 4's Comedy Gala, and the fact that Lee Evans wasn't there, Michael McIntyre seemed to be making up for that by doing a marathon on stage.
I know.
He's become much better now that he doesn't use his accent as his main joke.
Well, yeah, it's like
He talks very exaggeratedly.
I mean, the dude has like animated hair. It's like
No, and he's always doing this in the middle of performance. This is just turned into an impressions video.
The dude will do like a head knocking motion, and his
Yes,
hair.
yes, and his hair
His
will
hair will
move,
go
and
the
they'll be
opposite
like,
direction. It's like
it's like a two-pair,
I'm waiting for it to just jump off and run away.
like most of the audience. Well, no, that's the thing, because he's almost like, oh no, my hair's done. It's like, well, if you didn't do this all the time, then the hair would stay where it is.
It's like he's gonna be bald in like his 40s.
I think he's already in his, well, he's in his 30s.
He's in his 30s.
I know that he decided to lose weight because he was playing Akinator, and it said that he was an overweight comedian.
Oh dear.
So, if you're playing Akinator with your life, I think you need to question whether you're letting a video game decide what you do.
Yeah.
Unless it's Wii Fit.
That's a game we can play that's kind of addicting.
What,
I mean, it's,
Akinator?
no, it's sort of single player that's been running around the internet. Have you heard of something called Agario?
No.
No, so you basically play a ball and you pick up lots of small balls and other players have balls and you can eat them. And for some reason that is
Big
really,
hairy ball party.
well, no, it's not big hairy, but for some reason that's really addicting to a lot of people.
It's like morphine and...
Candy Crush.
Yeah. Although Pirate King seems to be the new Candy Crush.
Pirate King?
Yeah, everybody on my Facebook friends is like, play Pirate Kings! And I'm like, fuck off.
Yeah.
I don't care. If I wanted to play it, I would play
You'd
it.
play it.
I wouldn't invite everyone on my friends list. So I literally, if you get an invite from me on Facebook, it means you're a very close friend. Because I don't want to like spam people's feeds with, 100 invites just to get a life on Candy Crush.
This is where I annoy him by going home tonight and then spamming Mafia Wars notifications at him.
And this is where I disable, or just delete them off my friends list. It's like my mum to like one in.
And then I just start texting them to you instead.
Hey, it's your text. It's your text
That's
quota
true.
that you're using. I don't mind.
All you can eat broadband, but I have very few texts because I don't want to talk to people.
The internet. Well, if you try and eat the internet, you're probably going to electrocute yourself.
No, you know what I mean by all you can eat. It's gotten to the point now where I think 3, my provider, has underestimated how much
Yeah, they did that for me.
how much internet I actually use when I have all you can eat internet, because they're accusing my phone of what's it called? Basically hosting other devices for internet.
They think you do that.
I get notifications saying, "Are you using your phone as a hotspot to enable
I tried doing that at college when
yeah.
it locked.
to re-enable your internet
That
connection, turn
you
your
need.
phone off for 30 seconds?" It's like, no. I've just been watching. I've been listening to like music.
I've been watching Bleach and porn for so long.
Well, I've been listening to music on YouTube for like
Which are
4
one and the
hours
same.
today, and my phone.
Yeah, or Spotify eats up data within like one song,
Yeah,
or
it's like-
something like that.
It's like it's you said all you can eat. I pay for all you can eat.
Yeah.
Give me it and stop calling me.
Well, it's like I had an old you can eat before I changed to EE. Now EE sends us a letter anytime I try to access Newgrounds because it's adult content and restricted.
Newgrounds has been heavily censored.
Not some of the stuff on there. Apparently.
No, but it's not as bad as it was.
I seem to be speaking from experience, but yeah.
Oh no, I am speaking from experience. Newgrounds has been heavily neutered. They are much more about censorship now. It's why all the people who...
Yeah, I think I was notified last time that if you want... I think this came up as a notification. I wasn't doing anything related to it. It just told me, randomly, if you're trying to access adult 18 restricted porn content, you're going to need to create an account. It's like... Never crossed my mind before, thanks, Newgrounds.
Huh. I haven't seen that one. I haven't been on Newsgrounds in ages. But
it's like, that doesn't interest me. I don't go to Newgrounds for that.
Well, they ramped,
I would go somewhere else if I really wanted
They
that.
ramped up the censorship on
imagination.
Newgrounds, which is why a lot of the animators and stuff that got famous moved to just other websites. They moved to DeviantArt and they moved to
Create
YouTube.
their own
and,
stuff.
yeah.
Like,
they moved to YouTube, they moved to Tumblr and things
remember
like that.
early noughties when everybody used Macromedia Shockwave for things, and then YouTube came along and just... I'm starting to... This is meta now. I'm complaining about YouTube on YouTube. I'm going to turn into fucking
Let's
Cube if I
just
keep
get into
up.
25 minutes
And you're all dead and bored. I've been DevilboyScooby, and back to the main thing at hand. Thank you for watching this series. We'll see you again soon.
yeah, and hopefully the next time I'm not going to bore you to death with 25 minutes.
Or at least we'll do it in the process of actually recording useful, airable footage.
Yeah, should we do an actual just airable take and then you can decide how much of this you want to use? Just like a
We'll
quick...
just do it. We'll just do it now. Anyway, so thanks for watching this series.
I've been the Black Fox.
And I've been DevilboyScooby. We'll see you again soon, but until then, piss off.
What he said.
Literally, about 5% of everything we filmed today is going to be used. And it's going to be like me sat there for an hour and a half going...
I maybe shouldn't have slid that out in the middle of you doing that. But I was just...
My hand hurts!
I'm just going to click. Will it save the recording? Like,
I'll do it in a minute. I'm just doing the bits where you can pretend to be doing things whilst it darkens and the credits scroll for useless, pointless
do we
things
just
that
get like
nobody watches.
just do the newspaper thing and like the news just like that sounds bollocks. That's what you're referring to. Where like they start stacking the papers and then they just pretend to talk, they're gesticulating.
Yeah, or the
and then the woman gets the tits out and no.
Yeah, where you do this.
I don't remember seeing that on This Morning.
Yeah, it's called Holly Willoughby. Although she's got pregnant. Well, she's been on an extremely long maternity leave, but no, it's where you'll be like, just... This is why you can exaggerate, you can just pretend to do stupid things, like, I don't know, sweeping, or spraying your
Here's a question.
mouth with
Why
deodorant.
did you spray him out the deodorant? It was not the question I was originally going to ask. If you lean forward a little bit and then look at the caption, what is that?
What's what?
That!
That is my chair disintegrating. My family will find black things on the stairs, and then they'll be like, move. Why is there shit on this stair?
You did not just drop an M-bomb. No! I know I'm fucking Black Fox on YouTube, but that does not make it okay! People have seen my face, they know I'm white! Why the fuck? No! Oh. Alright, I'm going making a brew. Do you want one?
Yes, please.
Alright, well, come, just hit stop on the recording and come tell me when you're done.
This is just a video in itself.
I hope you enjoyed that. I apologise if you were offended by what I said. It was a long recording and we'd had a lot of bleach. That wasn't bleach. But still, it might as well have been. I actually can't remember if that was that recording or the one before, but still, it probably just stuck in our brains and sort of rotted away. I'll return in a few months with Crash Team Racing. Until then, there will be a filler series in between of LEGO Racers. He says filming this before he's actually played it, if he can get it working, which he couldn't, but still. I've been DevilboyScooby. Until next time, piss off.
So the last thing I said on this series was the N-word. Good going, Jake.